Okay, problem number 2. This is actually number 8 out of the book in chapter 1. All right, so we've got y equals x squared minus 5x plus 7, and we got a line y equals 2x minus 3. It's a quadratic, and they want us to show that the curve lies above the x-axis. So if it's a quadratic and it lies above the x-axis, well, then we know that there's no real solutions. And the discriminant then has to be less than 0. So all we've got to do then is show that our discriminant is less than 0. All right, awesome. So hopefully this is what you got. I'm going to go ahead and do negative 5 squared minus 4 times 1 times 7 is less than 0. Negative 5 squared is 25. Negative 4 times 7 is negative 28. I get a negative 3 is less than 0. It's true. The discriminant is less than 0, so that means that there is no solutions, which means that graph must be floating around above the x-axis. All right, find the coordinates of the points of the intersection of the line and the curve. Okay, so we've got a line and we've got a curve and they intersect. So that means these y's have to be equal to each other. So we can make the rules equal to each other. So what I want you to do is go ahead and pause this and get everything over on one side, make it equal to 0, and then solve for x. And then plug it back in and find out what y is. Start back up when you're ready. Okay, fantastic. So here's what I got. Subtract 2x and plus 3 on both sides. I'm going to get x minus 5 and x minus 2. That's going to mean that x is equal to 5 and x is equal to 2. When I substitute the x's back into the linear equation, I find out that when x is 5, y is 7, and that when x is 2, y is 1. So those are the 2 points of intersection. Now, write down the set of values for x that satisfy this inequality. All right, well, you'll notice it's kind of similar to what we've got up here. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on the same side, and I end up with the same thing I had a couple seconds ago, but it's going to be an inequality less than 0. Remember, when you're solving a quadratic inequality, what you want to do is sketch a graph and find out if the points work between the zeros or outside. So go ahead and pause it, sketch it, try it, and start back up again. Okay, so we've got the same equation, so I know that my x is going to be equal to 5 and my x is going to be equal to 2. And so if I graph this, it looks like this, and all I've got to do is figure out, are they between the zeros or are they outside the zeros? And so I take a test point, and usually I try to use 0 because it's a pretty easy one to use. The 0 is going to be, x equals 0 is going to be on the outside, so I'm testing to see if the outside is going to be valid. So what I want you to do is try that. In the equation we've got here, or inequality we've got here, plug in 0 for x and then tell me if it's true. And if it's not, then write the solution that we've found, because it's going to be either inside or outside. Start back up again when you're ready. All right, fantastic. So 0 squared minus 0, it's 10 is less than 0. No, 10 is not less than 0. So that means the numbers on the outside are not my solutions, which means the numbers between the zeros are my solutions. So my solutions, x, have to be less than 5 and greater than 2. All right, hope that helps. Thanks for watching.